Let's talk about planning for retirement. Sooner or later, you're going to hit a fork in the road. It's a fundamental choice, and it has huge implications for your financial future. We're talking, of course, about the traditional versus the Roth IRA. So let's walk this path together and figure out which one is going to lead to your best financial future.
And you know what? This whole kind of complex topic, it really just boils down to one simple, powerful question. Do you want to pay taxes on your retirement money now, or do you want to pay them later? Seriously, how you answer that one question is the key that unlocks the right choice for you.
So, here's how we're going to break it all down today. We'll start with the basics, what an IRA even is. Then we'll explore the two big paths, the traditional and the Roth. After that, we'll put them in a head-to-head comparison. And finally, we'll get into the framework for choosing your own path forward.
So, first things first. Before we can pick a path, we really need to understand where we're starting from. What in the world is an IRA anyway? Okay, so an IRA, which stands for Individual Retirement Account, isn't actually an investment itself. Think of it more like a special bucket that holds your investments, and its superpower, it gets special tax treatment from the government. It's basically a really powerful incentive to encourage all of us to save for our own future.
And in the world of IRAs, you've basically got these two main options, our two contenders. So let's start by walking down that first path, the traditional IRA, and see exactly where it leads.
Path number one is the traditional IRA. This is the OG, the classic, and its entire philosophy is built around one simple idea. Get your tax break now, and you can worry about paying those taxes way down the road.
So what does that actually mean? A traditional IRA is a retirement account where you contribute money before it gets taxed. This lets you kick that tax can down the road for years, sometimes decades, until you actually start pulling the money out when you retire.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty here. First, your contributions are often tax deductible, which is awesome because it lowers your taxable income right now. Second, all the investments inside that account grow tax deferred. No taxes on dividends, no capital gains year after year. Here's the catch though, when you do pull that money out in retirement, it's taxed just like regular income. And finally, the government eventually wants its cut, so they have something called RMDs, Required Minimum Distributions, which basically forces you to start taking money out once you hit age 73. Okay, now let's check out the other path, the Roth IRA. And this one, it completely flips the script. This is the pay taxes now approach. With a Roth IRA, you fund the account with money that you've already paid taxes on. That means no upfront tax break, none at all. But the payoff for that? Oh, it's huge. Your money grows completely tax-free, and every single penny you withdraw in retirement is 100% yours, tax-free. So here's the deal. You contribute with after-tax dollars, so no deduction now. But in exchange, every dollar that account earns from now on is tax-free. Your qualified withdrawals, totally tax-free. And here's a huge perk. Unlike the traditional, there are no required minimum distributions. The government can't make you take that money out in your lifetime. The main catch is that there are income limits, so not everybody is eligible to contribute directly.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is like this. With a Roth, you pay a little tax on the seed, that's your contribution, so that you never have to pay any tax on the giant harvest you get in retirement. Okay, so we've explored both paths. Now it's time to bring them together, put them side by side, and see how they really stack up. First up, let's talk about something they have in common: how much you can actually put in. For anyone under 50, the annual limit for both types of accounts is $7,000. And hey, if you're 50 or over, the government lets you play a little catch-up. You can put in an extra $1,000, which brings your total annual limit up to $8,000. This table right here, this is the whole ball game. It breaks everything down into 4 key differences. First, contributions. Traditional is pre-tax, you get a deduction now. Roth is after-tax, no deduction. Second, withdrawals. Traditional is taxed, Roth is tax-free. Third, income limits. With a traditional, your income might affect if you can deduct it. With a Roth, your income can stop you from contributing at all. And last, required payouts. A definite yes for the traditional, but a big fat no for the Roth. When you really boil it all down, the choice isn't just about taxes. It's a bet. It's a bet on your own future. You have to ask yourself, am I going to be in a higher or a lower tax bracket when I finally retire? And that brings us to the big finale, actually choosing your path by asking yourself the right questions. Okay, here's the cheat sheet.
you should probably consider a traditional IRA if you think you're in your peak earning years right now and your tax bracket is going to be lower when you retire. You get the tax break today when you need it most. But if you're earlier in your career and you expect your income and your tax bracket to be higher in the future, the Roth is incredibly compelling. You pay the taxes now while your rate is lower, and then you get to enjoy all that growth completely tax-free later on.
And beyond that big tax question, the Roth has a few other tricks up its sleeve. It gives you amazing flexibility. You can pull out your original contributions anytime you want with no tax or penalty. It's also a fantastic estate planning tool, since you can pass that money to your heirs completely tax-free. And finally, it gives you something called tax diversification. If you already have a pre-tax 401k at work, a Roth gives you a separate bucket of tax-free money, which gives you a ton of control in retirement.
So we end right back where we started, at a fork in the road, but now you've got a map. This isn't just a simple tax decision. It's about your life, your career, and your vision for the future. The only question left is the one you started with. Are you paying your taxes now, or are you paying them later? The path you choose today is absolutely going to shape the destination you arrive at tomorrow.